I can see you, Kathy, but I can't hear you.
Now, can you hear me?
Maybe it's on my end. Oh, it helps if I turn the volume on my computer up.
Oh, there you go.
There we go. I can hear.
There we go. Hi, Jessica. How are you?
I'm good. Oh my goodness, it's been one of those days. I've been dealing with some maintenance issues in our house.
Uh-oh.
I had construction happening in my house until like 10 minutes, 15 minutes ago.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. And so then because of that, it's like my kids are like feeding off of the chaotic energy in the house. And so I had to try to find the quietest place in my house.
Well, I see you got in front of your bookshelf and I'm in front of my bookshelf. So
yes.
Yeah, that works.
One of my many bookshelves.
Yeah.
But it's in the quietest room in my house. So hopefully we are good to go.
Hopefully it'll work.
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll make it through.
Yes. Gosh.
You know how many people are going to show up? Have any idea?
I was just checking my email to double check. I know I had at least 5 folks asking me questions, and so I'm hoping that they'll be able to tune in.
Up.
I had another 2 or 3 folks that specifically told me because of work schedules or appointments or other things that they couldn't get on with us today, right. But that they still wanted to know more. And so I have got, this is recording right now. So I'll be able to share it with them. I was just making sure I wasn't missing anybody's emails or anything like that. I need to make sure I actually mute my phone.
Yeah, I've already done that on mine. So how many children do you have?
I have 3. I have a 16-year-old girl. She is a senior this year.
Okay.
And then I have a 14-year-old boy and a 9-year-old boy. And so my older son, he is a freshman in high school this year. Okay. And then my littlest one, he's just 4th grade.
All right. So have you homeschooled them from the beginning?
I have not. My older 2 actually started in public school. And then that I got a degree in teaching, actually, with the intent to teach in the public system. And the year after I graduated, I got pregnant with my little guy. And then that was about the point in time where my daughter started dealing with a bully.
At school.
Yes. And we did what we could on our end, and we tried to work with the school system. And the next year, we found out that the bully was still in her same class and that the school was not going to do anything about it. And it got to the point during that 2nd year where she was actually physically ill most mornings by the end of the school year because she didn't want to go in and deal with this girl. And I reached to that point where I just remember one day going, I have a degree that says that I can teach other people's kids.
Right.
Why can't I teach my own? And so that was the point where I started looking into homeschooling, and we pulled both of the older 2 kids. My little one, he had just turned a year old. And we pulled the other 2 out of public school, and that was 8 years ago now. So it's been quite a journey. My little guy, he's never been in the public school,
Right.
no interest in public school. He loves doing what we do, and
Right.
it's neat.
Yeah. Yeah. It's homeschooling is a pretty cool deal for families. I mean, it really bonds the family together, in my opinion. And as far as socialization, I homeschooled back in the 80s, back when we didn't get out of the house because we were afraid we'd go to jail.
Yeah.
And you know, my mother-in-law thought I was going to ruin her grandkids, and everybody thought I was crazy. And they thought the socialization was going to ruin them, or the lack of it. So they thought, but none of that came true. They're all great. Two of them are lawyers and one's a doctor. And
wow, congrats.
Well, that's not on me. But they, you know, it just didn't hold true to what everybody was afraid of. And now that's the same thing. Right. I'm a public school teacher. And when we first started thinking about it, I'm like, I don't know, you know, why did I think that? I have a degree that I can teach kids. Why can't I teach my own? But it was just I guess it was just the not knowing. I mean, it was back in the 80s. There were not very many of us doing it. And it was just the fear that was there. But we knew that was our best option. So I'd been in the public school for a while, and I'd already seen, even 30 years ago, I'd already seen what was starting to happen within the school systems. And I didn't want that for my kids. So we ended up homeschooling, and it was quite a ride. My journey went a little different. I had so many people wanting me to teach their children that I ended up starting a school, and I was the founder and the administrator, and I ran it for 10 years. I had them from 4-year-old through graduating seniors. And then I took a couple of years off, and then I started another school, and I ran it for 10 years. So I kind of took a different route, but it was kind of like a school, but it was a homeschool because I was in charge of it, and I got to control the environment of it. I got to control the teachers, the curriculum, all of that.
I'm laughing right now, Kathy, because I've done the same exact thing. So the name that's displayed on here, Eagle Academy was started 6 years ago because I had friends that we had made homeschooling, and they said, hey, Jessica, can you teach art to our kids or science or whatever? And it kind of steamrolled, to be honest. And so now we meet twice a week. We have K through 12. We have 4 seniors that are graduating this year, including my own daughter. We've already graduated 2 kids with the Eagle Academy name attached to their diploma. And it's I was like, oh my gosh, Kathy.
It's a crazy ride, let me tell you. But it was great. It was really great being able to put it all together and to serve the families and the kids. And it was great. And it was great for my children. So more power to you. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, you know, you can use these courses in your school.
Yes. My coworker and I have already been looking over some of the options and discussing how we're going to use them for next year.
Yep. You can use them, and I mean, if you want us to put your group together, the kids that you have that are taking the courses together in our platform, and assign your teacher, your facilitator with the group, that gives you the facilitator access to their grades and things like that. I mean, we can do that. There's not a cost to it. It's just that we can, with the platform that we have, our own platform, we can put you together, and that way the facilitator that's working with the students can actually get in there and use the facilitation guides and be connected with the kids and be able to see how they're doing as far as their grades and keep up with them and all that. So that's something awesome. that you can do. If you want to do that, you just need to let me know, and we can set that up.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, I know if I still had my school, we would be doing this, and they would be the ones that wanted to. We'd be pursuing the associate's degree with them if they wanted to do that. It's up to the student, and you don't I mean, you don't have to go the associate's route, but some kids want an associate's and they don't want another bachelor degree, but they can get it. We just had our first homeschooler get his associate's by the time he graduated high school, and with our courses. It was pretty cool. He didn't get an associate's from one of our partners, but he took 20 of our courses, and then he went to another university and transferred all 20 of those courses in. And then he had to take 4 more with them, and he got his associates. And he did that by the time he graduated high school. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It was a pretty cool thing to watch him do. He's a very motivated kid, but it's available. I mean, and the thing is, he transferred them all over to where he wanted to go. And that just speaks to the transferability of all these courses.
Yeah.
They're going to transfer. So
yeah.
Anyway.
And I think that's kind of an awesome thing, because you guys, I know you have 12 partners.
We have 13 now. We just got another one.
Yay!
Just got another one.
Yeah. Yep. So I love the idea that it's not just those 13, like you were just saying. You can take these credits and you can take them anywhere.
Right. That's because they're all the schools that are transcribing for us, they're all regionally accredited. That's the highest level of accreditation. So they're going to transfer. We haven't had any trouble with the credits transferring anywhere. So yeah, it's a pretty awesome situation. So
yeah.
Anyway, so are you ready for me to just go on and explain what's going on here? Or?
Yeah, I hate to keep you too long, especially if people are running late or if they're just not going to make it, because like I said, I'm recording, and so I can always share this. So you tell me when you want me to get started. Okay? I will go ahead and I will hand it off to you, Kathy. Okay. And you can tell us about TEL. And then if I can think of any questions while you're talking, then I will ask before we end. And so I'll give you the floor.
Okay, so feel free to jump in with any questions at any time. Okay, so who is TEL? TEL is a nonprofit. We're a missional organization, and our mission, what we want to do, is to make a college education affordable and a quality education, and have it available to anybody anywhere in the world, basically. We have students right now in 32 states and 5 countries that are now using our courses. So that's our goal. We want it to be a quality education, but we want it to be able to be affordable and available. There's a lot of programs out there that you can do, but there's so many hoops that you have to jump through. And that's one thing about TEL. We're trying to take all those things away and just make this very accessible to you, very flexible to you, and affordable. So that's who we are. We are out of Oklahoma. That really doesn't mean anything, just to let you know, we're down in the South. There are 5 different characteristics that to me are important about our product. They're affordable. So they're $67 a credit hour. That's $200 for 3 credit hour course, which is what most college courses are. They're very flexible. You can buy a course at any time. They're all online, so there's no books to buy. There are no fees to pay to be in any program. A lot of the college universities have dual credit programs, but you have to pay fees. You have to go at a certain time. You have to be on campus. I mean, there's just a lot of different hoops that you have to jump through. Ours are not that way. You can go online today and buy a course, and as soon as we have the login ready, you can start the course. And then the student has a year to complete the course. Now, it's a normal college course that usually would be completed within a semester, but our courses, the students are allowed to have a complete year to finish the course. You don't have to. You can finish the course in 8 weeks if you want to. It's up to the student, but we have it flexible so that the student can work through it the way they want to and in their time frame. Some students may be working jobs, or maybe there's some adults that want to take these courses that have to work a full-time job. You can still do it because you can get on your course at any time that you want to work on it. You work 10 minutes or you can work 3 hours. It's really up to the student on how you want to maneuver through the course and how you want to finish the course. So they're extremely flexible. We have support for the students. So if a student is struggling and not understanding some of the material, we have support available to them. All they have to do is through their login, ask a question. Hey, I need to get connected with somebody I'm not understanding. So we have student coaches and academic deans that can set up a time to either through email or through chat or set up an office visit with them on Zoom or whatever. We have all that available to the students. We want the students to do well. So we're going to have all this support for them. That's not an extra cost. That is just something that we have for our students that are taking our courses. And so anybody that takes them need to understand that that's there. You need to take advantage of it, especially if you have a younger student using and taking some of these courses. They may need some help. And so we have that all available to them. Our catalog right now of the college courses that we have 26 courses now. We have approximately 8 more being written right now, and we will continue to write more. And as soon as they're completed, we'll put them on the website and they'll be available for purchase. But right now we have 26. All of our courses are the general education courses. That means the courses you would take the first 2 years of college. So when you go to college, you're all excited to become a teacher or a lawyer or a doctor or an engineer, whatever. And you get to college and then they tell you, well, that's great, but you got to take English and science and history. And nobody wants to do that, but that's the reality of going to college. In the first 2 years, those are the type of courses that you are taking. So those are called the general education courses. And those are pretty consistent across the board with all colleges and universities. And it's also very consistent with what you're required to take in high school as a junior and a senior. So what we propose you do is buy one of our courses and use it for your high school course. You need a government course for high school. So buy our government course, use it for high school, but you're going to earn the college credit at the same time. So you literally can look at what your state is requiring your high schooler to take, look at the courses that we have available, and just click them in. And your reality is you can take them whenever you want to. So the students can be working on other things, but then have one TEL course that they're doing and work through one TEL course. And when they get finished with that, then you can buy another one and they can work through that. That's how the young man that just earned his associates, that's how he did it. He would buy one course, he'd finish it in 8 weeks, and then he'd buy another course and he finished it in 8 weeks. He did that for 1.5 years and took 20 of our courses. And then he transferred those into a university, took 4 more courses there and got an associate's degree by the time he graduated high school. And it's just, he just did it one at a time, or maybe he bought 2. It was just up to him, but he got total control of how he was going to maneuver through those courses. So there are 26 of them. We will not ever have major courses. We're only going to be writing general education courses the first 2 years of college. And then the big thing about dual credit is the transferability. There are a lot of programs out there where you can earn college credit, but then a lot of time it doesn't transfer anywhere. But since our partners that we have are all regionally accredited colleges and universities, these credits are going to transfer all over the country. And I was telling you earlier, we have had no problem with them transferring anywhere at this point. If you were to ever come across a university that wasn't taking the credits, if you would let us know, we would probably fight the battle for you, because there's not any reason why they shouldn't transfer, because these are regionally accredited universities. But I mean, you always have to understand when a school offers dual credit or whatever, they can do whatever they want. That's the reality of universities and colleges. They have free reign to say yes or no. But since our university partners are regionally accredited, that most of the regionally accredited universities, they're just going to transfer between those schools. And you shouldn't have any problem with that. A lot of the dual credit programs you can, and I think there's been a lot of homeschoolers who have used dual credit before at other places and then tried to transfer that credit somewhere and it wouldn't transfer. So you've kind of wasted your time and your money. That's just not going to happen with these courses. So that's those 5 things. They're affordable, they're flexible. We have support for the students. We have 26 courses now, and then they're very highly transferable. I was telling you earlier, we now have 13 transcribing partners. We just picked up one in West Virginia. Salem University is out of West Virginia. And these universities are all over the country. We have Arkansas, California, Florida, Iowa, Illinois, Missouri, Nebraska, Oklahoma, South Carolina, Tennessee, and Texas.
Wow.
So they're spread all across the country. Our goal is to have a transcribing partner in every state. We're getting very close to New York, getting very close to Georgia. A lot of things going on in those two states as far as transcribing partners. Picking up, looks like we'll pick up another one in Florida. But the reality is, since they're regionally accredited, it's just not going to matter where this transcript's coming from. And so basically what you do is you buy one of our courses. When you purchase the course, you choose which transcribing partner, which university you want the transcript to come from, the credits to come from. And once your student finishes taking all of the courses they want to, then you go back to your transcribing partner, that university, and ask for a transcript. Just like if you had gone to the university, you're going to ask for a transcript and have it transferred to where your student wants to go. And it's going to be the very same transcript that students on the university get. It's not going to look any different. The name TEL is not going to be on this transcript at all. If you choose Jacksonville University out of Florida, it's a legitimate Jacksonville transcript that all of the students that are on their campus get. It's the same transcript. It's going to be letter grades. It's going to show what courses, what credits they've earned, and you get that from them. You have to pay the transcript fee. That is the only other cost to this program besides buying the course. You have to pay the transcript fee to the university, and then they will transfer that over to where your student wants to go. Or if they've earned the associate's degree, then they're going to have that degree, that associate's degree from that university. Mm-hmm. So that pretty much is in a nutshell who we are. We're trying to make college level affordable for anybody. And like I told you when we first started talking, we have students in 32 states and 5 countries now. We have Japan and Italy, England, Thailand, and Canada. Wow. Is where we have students right now. So it's growing really fast. COVID actually helped our company because these are online courses, and everybody all of a sudden got thrown into online, and universities have known this has been coming, but a lot of them never got their act together and got those courses produced. And so we have a whole catalog of the courses now. So we have not just these 13 transcribing partners, but we have other universities that aren't transcribing for us, but they are using our courses on their campuses for their general education courses or for their dual enrollment courses. They have them on their campuses. Now, they will charge you more money. That's how they're going to make money through the situation, but it's the exact same course that we use. And we have universities all across the country doing that. Another thing that's really exciting is what's happening is high schools, public high schools and private schools are starting to pick up these courses and start using them at their high school campuses. So it's been real fun to be a part of it and watch what's been happening. So do you have any questions, Jessica? I'm going to stop real quick and see if there's any questions out there.
The only thing that came to mind while you were speaking is when we're thinking about high schoolers taking these classes, do you guys have age requirements? Do they need to be a certain age or a certain grade in order to be able to be taking it for the credit?
They have to be 13.
13.
They may start taking these courses at 13. Now, I wouldn't put a 13-year-old in 5 of the courses at one time. These are college courses. They are college courses. So that would be a full load, 5 courses of college, and a 13-year-old probably wouldn't need to be in 5 college load courses right at the very beginning. But we have a lot of 13-year-olds taking our courses at this point, and they're doing well. And I told you before, we have support for the students if they need help. We have all that available to them. And we have guides that help the students lay out the course like they want to get it finished in 15 weeks. So we have a guide that they can follow. You need to do this amount of work the first week, and you need to do this amount of work the second week. We have 4 different pacing guides laid out. Now, you don't have to use those. You can do it any way you want to, but we just have that available to you if you want to have that type of guide to help your student. Now, you have to be 13 so they can start taking them, freshmen, even 8th grade, depending on what grade they're in at that point. Anything else?
I couldn't think of anything else while you were talking. I did notice that Sarah Beth joined us. So hi, Sarah Beth.
Hi, Sarah.
I guess I'll give Sarah Beth a second. If she's got any questions to share with us, she can hop on.
Late, so I didn't hear the whole introduction. But is it a pay by course or pay by a block of something?
You may buy 1 course, you may buy 10 courses. That's up to you. It does not matter. You can buy them today, you can buy them tomorrow, you can buy them in 3 months. It does not matter when you buy them. The students have a complete year to finish the course. If they want to finish it in 8 weeks, they can. That's how flexible it is. There's no other books to buy. There are no fees to pay except the transcript when you get the transcript from the university. That's the only other cost. The midterm and the final have to be proctored, but that's not an extra cost. But these are college courses for credit. You're earning credit. So those 2 exams have to be proctored. And how that works, when your student is ready to take a midterm or a final, you will let us know, or we will know because of our people that are working with your student through the course. But we will get you set up with a company that we partner with, and you will set up the time to take that exam on your home computer if it has a camera in it. If it doesn't have a camera in it, then you'll probably have to go to a location to take the test. But most of the students have a camera within their computer, and so they just set up a time to take the test, and they're going to monitor it through that camera on the computer. But that's not an extra cost. That's just included. There is no extra cost. It is $67 a credit hour. So a 3-hour course is $200, and that's all you pay. It's all online. Wherever you go, if you go on vacation, you can take your computer and make your kids work on their course if you want to. It's up to you.
Is there any discount for more credit hours or anything? It's all just straight $67 a credit hour.
It's just $67 a credit hour. We do have some, like this year when I was at the conferences, we had a 15% discount going on. There's not one right now. There is a discount going on through, I don't know if you've heard of the organization Homeschool for College Credit. It's an organization that we've been working with, been talking with, and we have a coupon with their group. I think it's Homeschool for College, HS4CC, and then 10, the number 10. That's the coupon code that they use, and they get a 10% discount off of the cart total. And that's through that group. And so occasionally we do have some specials, but right now there's not one going on except for that one for the Homeschool for College Credit.
Okay, and then as far as these are all general education up to an associate's degree level, is that correct?
Correct. We have 2 of our partners, we have 13 universities that you can choose from to get your transcript from, and 2 of those have an associate's degree that they have laid out. That's on our website. You can go in and see all the courses that are required. It's York out of Nebraska, which is a regionally accredited university. The other one is Oklahoma Christian University out of Oklahoma. They both have, one's an AA, I think York's is an Associate of Arts, and then the one from Oklahoma is an Associate of Science. And they have all that laid out. The best part about it is you don't have to take them in a certain order. Like you don't have to take these courses for this semester and these courses for this semester. You can literally just get that listing of courses and you can start taking them whenever you want to and in whatever order you want to. And then when you do complete all of those courses on that degree plan, that university will issue an associate's degree to the student. That's how flexible it is. The students can start taking these at 13. So literally, you could go on and look at that list of courses in that associate degree that are required, and have your 13-year-old take the college readiness course, which is required on both of these associates. It's a 1-hour course. It would let them get an idea of what college work is like. It's only 1 hour. They can take a whole year to complete it if they need to, but you can literally start working on this associate's degree at the age of 13 and very easily get it accomplished by the time they graduate high school. I mean, that's just how flexible it is. But you don't, I was telling Jessica earlier, I don't think you were online at that point. We do have a homeschooler that's just earned his associate's degree. He didn't go through our partners. He went through one of our partners to get his credits. He took 20 of our courses, transferred them all over to another university because they all transferred into their associates. And then he had 4 more specific courses he had to take for that university's associate's degree, because all the associates, most of the courses are going to be generally the same across board, but they're going to have some specific things to them for that particular university. Like York, they have music appreciation on their associate's degree. Why? I don't know. That's important to them for that associate's degree. I'm not saying I don't like music. My minor's in music. I'm not saying that. I'm just not sure why is specific to their associates. So what he did, he transferred 20 courses into a university and took 4 of their specific ones, and he earned his associates that way, and he did it by the time he graduated high school. It's pretty awesome opportunity for him. He didn't start out even thinking about that. He was a military family. His goal was to get enough credit before he graduated high school so he could go into the Army at a higher rank and a higher pay scale. That was his goal. But once he got into it, he realized, oh, this is very attainable. I can do this. And just started taking one course after the other. And I was telling Jessica, he finished them in 8 weeks, took another course, finished it in 8 weeks, and he just did that for a year and a half. And he earned his associates by the time he graduated high school. Now he's not sure what he's going to do, but he has a degree in his hand. He still has the option to go to the military. He's thinking now he's going to go to college and get his bachelor's. He's just not sure. This has just happened. He's just finished it. So he's just now trying to figure out what's next. But that's how flexible it is. And that's how the transferability of the courses they really are highly transferable to other universities.
Now, where are y'all located or based out of?
We're out of Oklahoma, actually. Oklahoma, Norman, which is a suburb of Oklahoma City. I live in Texas. Many of us are all across the country. We're remote is where we work. I live in Texas. I've lived in Texas my entire life.
I was wondering, Jessica can go with this a little more information specific for Georgia. So the state of Georgia will pay for up to 30 credit hours for dual enrollment through the university system of Georgia.
We have there, right?
And I'm just wondering, this is a hypothetical thing, because none of my kids that I have now would do this, but my kid that is in college right now probably could have. So could we do an associate's through you at 13 to 15 time frame or whatever, and then move over to the dual enrollment through the state of Georgia? Or are those classes that the state of Georgia does through its dual enrollment only for also associates level and below? I don't know, Jessica knows that answer or not.
I am not totally familiar enough with the dual enrollment specifics concerning the actual classes that they require. That would be something, chances are you'd have to look school by school and see what the specific school is going to allow you to do.
Right.
Okay, that's fine. I just was thinking about, Faith is just turned 17. She's a freshman in college, but she has the 30 hours of dual enrollment already. So she could easily get her bachelor's in 3 years from Gardner-Webb, where she's going now, from that. So had she had the online option, she probably could have worked through it quicker. Now, my other kids coming up, I don't see my 13-year-old mature enough, ready to handle. But I think that's cool that they have the college readiness class to almost test for somebody to see, are they really ready for that or not?
Well, and another thing I didn't mention, Jessica may be aware of this, I'm not sure. All of our content of our courses is free. So you can go on our website and go to the free library tab at the top and click it open and scroll down. You'll find pictures that represent all the courses. You can click on them and it'll open up the course. So you can literally read through the whole course if you want to find out the content in these courses. It's free to you. To earn the college credit, you have to buy the course. In the free content, you're not going to see the assignments and that for the students in the test and those things, not in the free content, but you can read through the entire course and read the content. A lot of people want to know from what perspective do we write our courses and things. We write for facts. We're not trying to slant students any way, one way or the other. That's not what we're about. We're about education and about good quality content. And so we have that available to you so that you can go in and you can see for yourself. You can read the biology course. You can see what's in that biology course. You can read the psychology course. You can see how it is handled in that course by reading through it. That's available to you.
Excellent. Thank you.
You're welcome. Anything else? Did I cover it all?
I think you covered plenty, Kathy. I've been sitting here trying to think if there's anything other than mentioning how new you guys are. You guys haven't been around for very long.
We are 5 years old. A year ago, we had like 4 transcribing partners. We now have 13. And we are very close to Georgia. We have a school we're talking with in Georgia right now. And New York is blowing up. We have multiple schools in New York that are looking to become a transcriber for us. And COVID was part of that. COVID kind of, the most challenging thing for me in trying to sell this is the fact that people don't believe me. It's so flexible and it is affordable. I mean, I know there's lots of states that do have free dual enrollment, but then there are lots of things that you have to weed through in those programs. They may have specific time frames. They may have specific age limits. A lot of them are just juniors and seniors. A lot of them, they have a very select courses that you can take. So there's a lot of things that you have to deal with, whereas ours is, you don't have any of that you have to deal with. So I get the question, are you for real, a lot? And yes, it is for real. It really is working. It really is happening. The founder of our company wants to make a college degree, a quality college degree, affordable and available to everybody. That's his heart, and we are a nonprofit, and we're out trying to get the word out to everybody. So.
Do you have parent or student people that we could actually talk to just to hear from them instead of from you?
You can. I mean, if you want someone to talk to, I can get with the company and I'm sure they would give me the name of somebody. I know a lady that I work with, the young man that earned his associates, that mom, Lori, she's in Ohio. I'm sure she'd talk to you in a heartbeat, and I'm sure I could get more than just one person that would talk to you. We just did a case study with Nathan, this young man that got his associate's degree. It's going to be on the website hopefully by next week. We just got it finished. We just have to get it on the website. So that's going to be on there. And that's the thing. We are so new. We don't have a whole lot of information on there from people that have taken the courses. But I know that I could get a couple of people that would be glad to talk to you and let you know. And that case study is going to be coming up on our website here, hopefully by next week. So if you would like that, Sarah Beth, I can get you a couple of names and get them to you, get them through Jessica to you if you'd like that. Uh-oh, are you there? My computer froze. I don't know if yours did. I didn't, nobody was moving. Did y'all hear me?
I heard you. I think we lost Sarah Beth.
Sarah,
I think that's what happened.
Okay.
But yes, I'll go ahead and I'll speak on behalf of her in case she's not able to hop back on. And yeah, because she's interested in that, you already have the contact info for our homeschool group. So
Right.
you can just send that information to that email.
Okay.
And I know Sarah Beth personally. I was lucky enough to be at the first ever graduation ceremony for our homeschool group last year. Her daughter Faith, that she was talking about, was one of our graduates.
Yeah.
And
Awesome.
so, oh, there's Sarah Beth.
There she is.
But yes, I'll make sure if you send that information to that email, then I'll make sure that I get it to Sarah Beth.
Okay. I'll be glad to do that.
Sorry, guys, I lost connection. I'm at Emory
All
University. And I'm getting neuropsych testing done, so I'm outside walking around. So I'm sorry, but I'll get the information. I was going to ask, was there a website also for me to just check out?
I'll make sure that I get it to you, Sarah Beth. I've got all kinds of info that I can send to you.
Yeah. I can actually send you that case study in the email. I can send a PDF of that case study I can just do that. That'll be quicker than waiting for it to get on the web.
That would be awesome, Kathy. Thank you.
And I'm available at any time that anybody wants to call. I'll get on the phone, a phone call. I'll email it with anybody. Jessica, we talked about before when we started that I ran a school also, and I've run 2 schools. And if I still had my schools, that all my students would be doing this. I had all my students in dual enrollment through our school, through our local community college. And I got so aggravated because they would come back to my campus and, brag about how easy their college course was and how, our courses at the school were more difficult than the college courses. And it cost the parents extra money and it interrupted their school day. I mean, it was just frustrating. So I would click these in at my school and they would just be taking them for their courses, and we would be working on seeing how much college credit they could get before they graduated and get them ahead of the game and save parents a lot of money is basically what I would be doing. All right.
Thank you for helping us and explaining everything.
You're welcome. Jessica, you know our website, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay. All right. The one where you can find the associate degrees information, it's degrees at tellearning.org, just the word degrees, and then at tellearning.org. So you can go on there and see those associate degrees that are offered through those 2 universities. We are having some more associate degrees coming. There's some other universities that are working on theirs. That's becoming a big deal with our transcribing partners. So there's some others that are putting some together. So we'll have some more available here soon. All right. I appreciate the opportunity.
Well, thank you for joining us, Kathy. And unless Sarah Beth has got any more questions for you.
No, I think you did a great job. Thank you.
All right. Well, you're welcome. I appreciate the opportunity. Good luck to you guys on your school year.
All right. Well, thank you, Kathy. And I'll make sure that I keep in touch with you through email. All right.
Okay. All right. Great, Jessica. Thank you very much.
All right. Bye, ladies.
Bye. Bye, Sarah Beth.
Have a great day. Thanks.